Seoul is expected to suffer tens of billions of dollars in losses if Beijing, upset over South Korea's defense upgrade decision, continues its economic retaliation. Kim Min-ju sheds light on how the Korean government is extending a helping hand to Korea's tourism industry, one of the hardest hit sectors.
The Korean government is vowed to step up support for the country's tourism industry, which has been hit by China's apparent retaliation against the deployment of the THAAD missile defense system on the Korean peninsula.
We will try to ease the acute difficulties Korea's tourism industry is facing due to China's retaliatory actions and work to revamp the sector, which is heavily reliant on Chinese tourists.
The government will set aside some $420 million in funds and guarantees for the tourism sector and provide additional support to companies that maintain their workforce instead of laying off employees. It will also work to bring in tourists from other countries by issuing electronic visas for tour groups from Southeast Asia and establishing a platform for disseminating information and promotions to attract individual tourists. The Korean economy could face losses of some $20 billion should China take further retaliatory action. The state-run Korea Development Bank pointed to the cosmetics industry, duty-free shops, and tourism as the most vulnerable sectors. It says cosmetics companies are expected to see losses of over $1.4 billion, duty-free shops about $5.3 billion, while the tourism sector could see its revenue drop by almost $6.4 billion. Beijing has already imposed a slew of unofficial sanctions, including suspensions on Korean retail stores operating in China, getting tougher on Korean imports, and banning group tour packages to Korea.
If the dispute drags on, retaliatory measures will only escalate. In terms of Korea's travel balance, thanks to China, it was able to narrow its deficit. So if tourists decline, the deficit will increase, and it will also have ripple effects on other businesses that were created or fostered to meet the demands of Chinese tourists several years ago.
While it remains to be seen which path China decides to take, experts say given Beijing's hardline approach to Japan and Taiwan over similar disputes in the past, its retaliatory actions against Korea could continue for some time. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.